5 Facts about Ramses II. This video is part 1. I upload second part video. Ramses IIR 1279-1213 BC was undoubtedly the greatest pharaoh of the 19th dynasty and one of the most important leaders of ancient Egypt. The ostentatious pharaoh is best remembered for his exploits at the Battle of Kadesh, his architectural legacy, and for bringing Egypt into its golden age. Under his rule, the Egyptian kingdom flourished and prospered. Here are 5 facts about the self-proclaimed ruler of rulers. 1. His family was of non-royal origin. Ramses II was born in 1303 BC to Pharaoh Seti I and his wife, Queen Toya. His family came to power decades after the reign of Akhenaten in 1353-36 BC. Ramses was named after his grandfather, the great Pharaoh Ramses I, who brought their commoner family to the ranks of royalty through his military prowess. Ramses I was 5 years old when his father took the throne. His elder brother was first in line to succeed, and it was not until his death at the age of 14 that Ramses was declared Prince Regent. As a young crown prince, Ramses accompanied his father on his military campaigns so that he would gain experience of leadership in war. By the age of 22, he was leading the Egyptian army as their commander. 2. He narrowly escaped death at Kadesh. In 1275 BC, Ramses I began a campaign to recover the lost provinces in the north. The last battle of this campaign was the Battle of Kadesh, fought in 1274 BC against the Hittite Empire under Muwatalli II. It is the earliest well-recorded battle in history and involved around 5,000 to 6,000 chariots, making it perhaps the largest chariot battle ever fought. Ramses fought bravely, however he was vastly outnumbered and was caught in an ambush by the Hittite army and narrowly escaped death on the battlefield. He personally led a counterattack to drive the Hittites away from the Egyptian army, and while the battle was inconclusive, he emerged as the hero of the hour. 3. He was known as Ramses the Great. As a young pharaoh, Ramses fought fierce battles to secure the borders of Egypt against the Hittites, Nubians, Libyans, and Syrians. He continued to lead military campaigns that saw many victories, and he is remembered for his bravery and effective leadership over the Egyptian army. During his reign, the Egyptian army is estimated to have totaled some 100,000 men. He was also an extremely popular leader. His successors and later Egyptians called him the Great Ancestor, so great was his legacy that 9 subsequent pharaohs took the name Ramses in his honor. 4. He declared himself a god. By tradition, said festivals were jubilees celebrated in ancient Egypt after a pharaoh had ruled for 30 years, and then every 3 years after that. In the 30th years of his reign, Ramses was ritually transformed into an Egyptian god. 14 said festivals were held during his entire reign. Upon being declared a god, Ramses established the new capital city, Ramses, in the Nile Delta and used it as the main base for his campaigns in Syria. 5. Egyptian architecture flourished under his rule. Ramses erected more colossal statues of himself than any other pharaoh. He was also fascinated with architecture, building extensively throughout Egypt and Nubia. His reign saw a great number of architectural achievements, and the building and reconstructing of many temples, monuments, and structures. Those included the gigantic temples of Abu Simbel, a rock monument to himself and his queen Nefertari, and the Ramesseum, his mortuary temple. Both temples featured giant statues of Ramses himself. He also honored both his father and himself by completing temples at Abydos,